Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I am going to show you how you can possibly make over 3 million an hour in Gran Turismo 7, but on average it's going to be about 2.4 mil per hour. But if you are quick enough, you can easily do 4 of these events in an hour and earn yourself over 3 million. So the event we're going to be using, it's quite obvious at this point. We're going to be using the Tomahawk X, and we're going to be doing it on Tokyo Expressway. The reason I'm making this guide again is because the strategy and the Tomahawk setup has changed. So this is going to be a follow-up video from my new Tomahawk build, and I'm going to incorporate it into this money guide and show you the new way to do it. Obviously the last one took a couple of pit stops. This one, it's a one stop. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward and it's a very quick method. So I'll be the first to admit, with the previous Tomahawk guide and method, it was the slowest one yet. This is 100% the quickest one, and if you obviously don't have to take your time like me, obviously when I'm making videos I take my time when I'm doing them, you can easily crack this out in 15 minutes and do it 4 times in an hour. Pretty easy. First thing you want to do, make sure your fuel mix is at 6. Obviously you're going to overtake other cars pretty easily straight away. Just take your time on the first lap. You can use intermediates if you want to. You can actually use them on this car. I don't bother personally because it's just a waste of time, and it means you sort of going to probably have to pit earlier, sorry, because they'll burn out quite quick. So just take your time on the first lap because it is going to be quite wet. So as you can see here, this is probably one of the fastest Tomahawk builds. It is definitely the fastest one since the original Tomahawk X build, when this sort of method was first found. Obviously a straight line speed handling, it is all around a really good car, and by lap 3 we're already a lap in the field and you are going to end up finishing 4 to 5 laps ahead of them. The only downside to this is I was hoping I could do it on like a no stop strategy. Sadly I wasn't able to, even with fuel mix 6 I still pitted, but I essentially just overdid my pit stop. I put new tyres on, new hard tyres, and I filled the car to the top. You don't actually have to do that, so you can shave off quite a bit of time there, but for me personally, because I've got such a lead, that was my strategy going into this. So you're going to see exactly when to pit, and I'm also going to show you here that even if you do hit the wall and get a penalty, you will still get your clean race bonus. That has not changed. There's been no hotfix or patch or anything to sort of, get rid of that. So here I am. I'm just going to go and take my 5-second penalty. It was only a slight touch, but yeah, I still got the penalty. You can just serve it and it's not going to make a difference to your clean race bonus. So I pitted a bit early. I pitted around the halfway stage on lap 7. Obviously I did a tyre change and I overfilled it. Obviously you can see the dot where it tells you where you essentially have to fill to go to the end at your current pace. I just ignored that. I thought I may as well just do the lot. But if you do want to save a bit of extra time and get closer to that 15-minute barrier, then that is a good strategy. Some of my laps were too good. I did keep getting a few penalties, but if you get a clean run, it's pretty easy, I'd say, so that you can do this in under 15 minutes or maybe just over. So that is the one and only pit stop you need to do. Obviously keep the car at fuel mix 6 because you don't want to burn too much fuel off. Obviously, we've lapped the cars 4 or 5 times. They've done all their pit stops. We're on the final lap here, and obviously as you can see, the speed of this is much closer to the original Tomahawk X build when the 600 pp method was found. I do believe, like, when they were patched, like, in my opinion, some of the Tomahawk builds were much weaker than that original one. This one, however, is either, in my opinion, on par or better. Personally, I much prefer this build. I honestly can't really fault it. So what I will do, I will leave it in the description and I'll pin it in the comments, the video for my latest Tomahawk guide, because a lot of people were saying my previous one didn't work. So I've sort of gone back, I've redone the money guide to suit this car, and I've obviously done the build itself. As you can see, lapped cars by 4 or 5 laps. You're going to see we're going to get 825,000 in 16-17 minutes here. Like I said, if you do it well enough, you can do it in 15 minutes. But that is the guide. If you like this kind of content, I make this kind of content each and every day, Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers guys.